I've been on a tour looking at Cook County, Lake County, McHenry County, Kane County. We hopefully see a little bit of Will County by helicopter, and you can see how big our area is in northeastern Illinois and how wet it is and how flooded it is. And we wanted to come here at this location because this is the Fox River, a very, very important river. It flows in to the Illinois River at Ottawa, and we have some challenges south of here, but you see how powerful the current is right now of this river. And this is true not only of the Fox River, but the Des Plaines River, the Illinois River, the Rock River, the DuPage River, and definitely the Mississippi River. And so we really, in the next few days, have to be very, very careful in Illinois with flood water from our rivers. They are swollen. They are getting water from other parts of the country that feed into them. The tributaries of these rivers are swollen as well, so they are backed up. And we have to be very careful with our creeks and our smaller rivers, and definitely rivers like the Fox. They can be very dangerous, and folks have to be very, very careful when they're down by the river. And definitely if the river is flowing over its banks, as we saw in some parts of this metropolitan area of Chicago, we want to make sure we continue to be using our common sense and good judgment. And we know very well, and we're very ready to help anybody who needs a helping hand. We're here today with the Red Cross. They have shelters set up across our state. I think it's 15 or 16 shelters. There are places where we have had to evacuate people in Illinois. I would say roughly about a dozen places in Illinois where people have had to be evacuated, and we want to make sure folks are safe. We want to protect as much property as we can from the flood waters, and we understand the importance of making sure we recover. And that's why I, again today, declared 4 more counties, disaster areas in our state. We have 42 counties that are disaster areas. Over the next 30 days, we will be assessing all the damage, accounting for the damage, making sure we have receipts and expenses so we can file a petition with the federal government for federal relief. And I want to thank Congressman Bill Foster. He's always here on our behalf. I've known Bill for quite some time, and we need strong advocates in Washington like Congressman Foster to make sure that we put our best foot forward at getting reimbursement and help from the federal government to make a recovery from the flood. It's hurt businesses, it's hurt families, it's hurt basements and homes, and definitely our governments have spent a great deal of money fighting this flood. And it is not over yet. Fortunately, it's not raining today, but we have to be careful with the river water. The river is coming at a very high rate of speed. Its current is much more than usual. We can see that right here on the Fox River, and that's true of our other rivers.
If we were here yesterday, we'd be up to our waist in water. That's how deep it was. And the geese liked it, but other than that, none of the rest of us did. We had flooding in our village hall in the basement. The water came over the spillway to the north of the village hall. We had sewer backup from our restrooms also, and that's probably been one of the problems that has been throughout the village. We're fortunate in North Aurora that most of the property along the river is owned by the Fox Valley Park District or some industries, but we have had no homes along the river that have been flooded. I think there were 3 little houses, 2 of them are empty along the river by the tollway. But other than that, our problems have been water in basements and through sewer backups and just the rain itself. So we haven't had the road closures that some other communities have, but it's certainly, we're very fortunate. We appreciate the efforts of the governor and the congressman, and hopefully that we'll all survive through this. I know there are others that are much worse shape than we are.
It's been a very serious situation that we've been dealing with over the last couple days. On Thursday, we had about 80 road closures on the state system. Yesterday, we were down to just over 50, and as of a couple hours ago, we were at 33 road closures, and that's all here in Cook and the Collier County area. We are also very involved with making sure that motorists stay safe out there, and to do that, we are also fully deployed with our bridge inspection crews. They are out right now. As you can see, as the governor pointed out, with the currents out here, it does create a lot of stress on our bridge structures, and so we do have our crews out inspecting those. Right now, we've got about 50 to 100 people, or 75 to 100 people, deployed in this northeastern Illinois area. We've got over 250 people deployed statewide. We have over 200 vehicles deployed statewide. We have 225,000 sandbags that we've been supplying across the state. We have 3 million at our disposal, and we are working through the SEOC that was mentioned by AIMA to get those deployed to the right places. And so we have all of our resources out there. Our personnel are ready and are out there serving as much as possible and at the direction of the SEOC and the governor.